Okay, while waiting for the shuttle, I decided to take some pictures of the Fontana Village. A little radiant about it. And waiting for the shuttle there, out there in the front entrance, you can see the cars from the car convention that was going on that weekend. Goofing off with the camera. And one last picture of the resort part of the village where I stayed. And on that mountain right there is a fire tower that I'm going to go to. And here's the trailhead. This is where the shuttle left us off to begin the trek into the Smoky Mountains. These next pictures here are just of the lake that the Fontana Dam created. It's massive. And here's another shot here. Pretty good sized lake. And that short hike through the woods takes us out to the Fontana Dam Road. And we follow it down to the dam. This is part of the Appalachia Trail. Look at the size of this thing. That's the water it's holding back. And here's the gorge that left primarily empty. And just leaving the dam and entering after depositing our park permits into the Great Smoky Mountains. Here's some scenery of the slow and long winding switchbacks gaining elevation at a slower pace. There, me taking a breather. And in here you'll see the deer in the background. There's a tent person on his left, a hammock camper on his right, and I'm in front with and he's not bothered at all that we're right there. Just eating away like, we're no big deal. And there's the chipmunk at 4,000 feet. We're still making our way up these long, winding switchbacks. And the goal is to get to that mountain way in the distance there, 6,000 feet. And this is a typical shelter. Sleeps about 12 to 14 people, privy, water, and has about a dozen campers around her.
Smile.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Oh my God.
And that was the view from the top. Klingman Fire Tower. And there is a buttload of people that come and visit this place. This is so cool. You're in the clouds. Almost looks like you're in the Upper Peninsula. Cool. Now the time to get down before the rainstorm hits. Yep, I'm back on the Appalachian Trail, northbound. This is some of the stuff that you have to climb down. I got 2 miles of going down of stuff like this. And in the pictures before, you can see the Klingman's Dome, or the fire tower, or actually, the fire tower is not there. They put this up because this became a very popular tourist attraction. So people drive up, and there's a parking area a half a mile down from the tower itself, and you gotta walk up this steep hill for a half a mile. See lots of tourists taking breaks, but they're rewarded very generously with this spiraling walkway that goes up to the tower, and see a 360 panoramic view of North Carolina and clipping a small section of Tennessee. I jumped on the trail just 11:30, just a little late. It was kind of hard getting a shuttle to come through to pick us up, but we finally got one. And I'm going to try making it 10 miles today to a ice water or ice spring shelter. Spend the night there. Then I'm planning in 2 nights after that on being out of here, maybe a day and a half. If the terrain goes back to somewhat untreacherous. But it's fun. This is just like, I mean, if it wasn't for all this rock, you'd think he was in most places in Michigan, or you could even say that he was in Marquette backcountry trails, where they have a lot of rock and some balds. Oh, and there's my blaze mark. Yay! So it's beautiful country here. You're in an alpine forest. I'm still 6,500 some odd feet up. on top of the, before you even climb into the tower, you're 6,643 feet above sea level, I guess. Or, yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, above sea level. I believe that's correct. Yeah, take a look at this. I'm back in the UP. I'm expecting an Ewok to come out of anywhere now. Or Bigfoot. And as you can see behind me, that's the trail I'm coming down. Me old lungs are too old and lazy for this thin mountain air. But I'm steadily going down. But this is super cool looking country. Alpine on way on the top of here. And not only alpine, but a rainforest. Because I'm standing in the middle of a cloud too. Which I hope doesn't unleash torrential downpours like I did last night when I was trying to make a shelter. But that's just what you gotta put up with. All these different climates, altitudes. But I'm having fun. It's kind of cool going down this mountain. You just have to go a little slower. And as you see, that's the obstacle course that you gotta ease on down. But I'm gonna see how far I can get today. Gotta at least do 10 miles. I want to try getting to the shelter 10 miles from here. And that will leave me, I think I can get out of the park in 2 days. Planning 2.5, just depending on what kind of terrain I have to encounter. Sorry, you're only going to see part of my head a little bit because I'm trying to get what it looks like that I'm traversing here, going down the mountain. The real cool thing about it is because I'm in the clouds, it's nice and cool right now. Moist, but nice and cool. Feels great. Actually a little cool, a little more cooler than I thought because I'm wearing my sweater and I feel just comfortable right now. But this is where I'm going to stop recording unless I find some other cool places and really fascinating, treacherous places to be climbing around on. And I'm going to try making the shelter in 10 miles. And there's part of the trail I got to go down yet. But I got 2 miles of this big step stuff.